beginner-friendly makeup tutorial. So, stay tuned and let's get started. So first you want to start off with your brows, and for your brows you can use anything product-wise as far as an eyebrow gel, you can use the eyeshadow, you can use eyebrow pencils, whatever makes you feel comfortable. I'm going to go in with this Longwear eye gel eyeliner, and this is in a brown color, to dark brown color. Looks like this. And let's start by just shaping our brows. So I'll take some of the product and I'll just get it on my brush. The brush is a little thin like this, and I'm just going to begin by shaping out my brows the way I want them. When you finish shaping them out, then you can fill them in. So start on the bottom like this. It's easy to start with a line at the bottom so you can work your way up. So your starting line. So I want it to look like that. From there, I'm going to go on the top and I'm going to create the arch I want and connect the two. And just go down to the front. That's our starting shape. So I just did the other side and we have our shape. Now what we want to do is go in and fill in the middles. From here you want to use a light hand when you're going toward the front to get that faded out effect. Like that. At this point what you can do is take the spoolie on your brow brush and brush the product into your hairs. Alright, so this is what we're working with. Now at this point what you want to do is clean up the brows because they're not neat right now, and you want to just fix any mistakes that we may have made. So now I'm going to go in with the concealer that's a few shades lighter than my skin tone. I'm going to go in with this color and I'm going to clean up the bottom brows. It helps to have a flat brush like this, and you can just go into your product and begin carving them out. Try to use a steady hand because you don't really want to go up into the brow that you already created. Here I already have my outline of my concealer under my brows, and I just took the product and blended it down. You want to blend it down onto your eyelid. Just blend that concealer down until it's seamless. Now your bottoms are clean. At this point you want to clean up the top of your brows, and I go in with the concealer that is my skin tone, and this is in CoverGirl. And you want to do the same thing that you did on the bottom, but once you put your line on the top, you want to blend up. Okay, now our brows are done. Obviously, your brows don't have to be as dramatic and as thick as mine, but I'm going to be doing a Smokey Eye demonstration, so I wanted the brows to not be drowned out by the eyeshadow look. Alright, so now we're going to start on our Smokey Eye eyeshadow look. What I'm going to be using to do the eyeshadow is a black base. It's a Smokey Eye, so I want it to be really dark, so it's good to use a base. And this is the eyeshadow base I'm using from NYX, and it is in black. And what you want to do is just start packing this on your lid, and then you want to blend it up. You want to just pack it on right here. You want to start low, so when you blend up, you're not blending all the way up to your brow bone. You want to keep a little space there for our highlight later. Afterwards, you want to use a blending brush here, and you want to just blend your base up. And blend that to your desired height. As I'm blending, I'm using a light hand and I'm kind of flicking it up like this. And then I'm also kind of dragging the color back down into the base, so I'm not going up too high. You want to make sure that when you're blending, you have no harsh lines. I just went ahead and did the same thing on the other side. When you're blending up, if you're losing color down here on your lid, you can go in and you can add more of your base to that part, but you want to make sure you're blending down. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to set this shadow because it is wet. I'm going to set the shadow base because it is wet with a black eyeshadow, and it's just going to make it even darker. I'm going to go into this palette and I'm going to use this black shadow here. I'm going to pack it on my lid and I'm going to also blend that up. So here I'm packing it down just like the base on the lid starting out. And then I'm going to blend it. Next you're going to take a fluffy brush to blend that up and to eliminate the harsh lines. And I like to go in small circles right on the edge. Now that we've blended our black shadow, we want to go on the top here with another smaller fluffy brush that has nothing on it. And just blend that a little more to soften it at the top, like this. requires a lot of blending, so blend to your desired look. But I think I'm going to stop here for the next step. From there, I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and I'm going to clean up all holes and any places that need to be a little sharper. This is optional, but I just took a shimmer color. You can use any shimmer that you want to put in the inner corners of my eyes. Now we have our smoky eye. Now I'm going to go in with eyeliner. This is optional for a smoky eye because you're really not going to see it with all this black down here. I still like to do a eyeliner for this look. I'm going to start out with a line going straight up to match this line of the eyeshadow. In the outer corner, just want to go up as high as you want it. From there, we're going to go from the point and go down into the lid. Okay, there are a few ways that you can apply your lashes. You can put your glue on your lashes, or you can put them on your lash line like I do. I do both, but you want to go ahead and prep your lashes and allow them to dry tacky. When you feel like your glue is dry to your liking, you feel like you can put your lashes on, that's when you want to start. What you want to do is take your contact mirror, you want to put it on your chin, look down. You want to place the lash in the center. And then you want to go inner corner and stick that down. And then you want to place it on the outer corner. And stick that down. Now your lashes on. And you can adjust it so that it feels good to you. But that's it. Now our eyes are finished, we're going to move on to our base, our face. And we're going to start with foundation, and I'm going to use the Fit Me Foundation by Maybelline. These two shades, 330 and 332. I'm going to mix them to get my shade. Now you want to just get you a foundation brush, and you want to go into your product and begin to stipple the foundation on. Make sure you prime and moisturize before this part. But you want to just blend it out until you get that flawless base. Now we have our foundation all on. I'm going to make sure that you're blending all the way down under here and onto your neck if you need to. Now I'm going to move on to our under eye concealer, and I'm going to use that same concealer. There was a few shades darker than my skin tone that I use under my brows, and I'm just going to add that under my eye. I'm also going to add it on my chin and my nose and here above my lip. Now we can go ahead and start blending out our concealer. So I'll start on the chin. And on top of the lip. And I just blend it over else. Now that it's all blended, and you can move on to the next step. Obviously, when you're blending this out, you can use a beauty blender or a brush like I did. But I like to use the brush instead. Now we're going to go in with concealer here and on the nose to contour. When I contour, I use the same CoverGirl concealer, just some shades darker. And this is a warm tone, it's not a cool tone. And I just get some of that and I put it on the back of my hand. Not that much because this is really pigmented. And then what I do is I just take my brush and I get it in the bristles and I begin here with my contour. You don't want to use a lot of product and you want to use a light hand when you're blending it out to get a flawless blend. And I blend up, not down. Now you can see the difference. This side looks flat, has no dimension. This side, very flawless. Once I have it here, I just kind of blend it up into the side of my brows and into my temples. I guess it's my temples, I don't know. But I just blend it out. When I'm done blending the contour, I like to go back in with the brush that I did my under eye concealer and just kind of blend those two together. I don't want any harsh lines. Now we're going to use that same shade to contour the sides of our noses. And I just take this little brush here and I go from here inside my eye and I go down to the button of my nose. Just kind of meet here. That's what it should look like, the two lines on the side. And what you want to do is make sure you blend that out, pull that down, and out. take your finger and soften it a bit if you need to. Now we have all our cream products on our face and in place. It is now time to set with powder. And I'm going to start with my Airspun translucent powder and my little powder puff, and I'm going to go under my eye first. All of those places where I put the light concealer under here, my nose, top lip, and my chin, I set that with the Airspun powder. And now for this part, we're going to go under the eye to finish off the shadow. Now at this point, we want to go back into our black eyeshadow from our palette, and we're going to take a small brush like this, and we want to go directly under the lash line. And smoke it out. When you're done there, you want to just add your black eyeliner to your waterline to finish that off. Now that we're done with the bottom of our eyes, we'll go ahead and brush away with powder under his eye. Everywhere we were baking. Now we're going to set our contour. I'm going to use this contour palette by LA Colors. And I'm going to take this dark shade and I'm going to go in with another brush. This is my angle brush. And I'm just going to go over top, over our contour. And make sure you're building up your products. Don't go in and get a whole lot of product at once because you can't take it away. You can only add to it. So start out with a small amount and keep adding to your desired amount. Now once you have set your contour and your highlight, you want to go in with your shade and your pressed powder to set all over with a big fluffy brush. And just tie everything in. Blush and highlight. So I'm going to go in with this blush. I got this at the Dollar Tree, but it's good. This is called Stellar Pink. And take this one, you want to go right in between the highlight and the contour. And blend your brush. Blend your brush. Blend your blush out. I like a lot of blush. But if you accidentally put on too much blush, you can go back in with your big fluffy brush that you used with your shade in your pressed powder, and you can just blend it out. Before we do highlight, I like to set my face first with a setting spray. I have Mario Badescu and I have Elf. But I've been liking the Elf more lately, so I'm going to go with that. Once the setting spray has dried down just a little bit, what you want to do is go in with your highlight. And I have this Elf highlight, and I'm going to go in, and I'm going to go right above the blush. After doing my highlight, I like to go back in with that spray and spray one more time. Okay friends, we're almost done. This is my personally where I think it's the fun part. Now you get to do any touch-ups you want to do or add any fake beauty marks. I'm going to take my lip eyeliner. I'm going to add my fake beauty mark here. Here. And I have beauty marks down here that got drowned out by the makeup. Bring them back. That part's done. And then you just want to go in with whatever lip combo you want to do. I'm not going to do a lip combo because I have a smoky eye and it is the start of the look. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of gloss. And this gloss is not too glossy either. And that is it. So that is just your basic. It's an everyday face. The eye is not so everyday. This is what I would call a nighttime smoky, but you can wear it out of it. But this is the look.